When an empath is angry, these are 10 cruel ways empaths will do to narcissists. Everyone, thank you for continuing to join us. Today, I'll be sharing 10 things empaths can do to drive a narcissist insane. Before we begin, I must remind you that this information is intended for individuals in abusive relationships with emotional abusers. If you're dealing with dangerous individuals who pose a threat to you or your family, seek immediate medical or legal assistance. This advice is not for such scenarios, but rather for coping with manipulative, dishonest, and addicted psychological abusers. With that said, let's get started. Get ready to learn the tactics and practices that will make your narcissist lose their mind. Take notes as I share each one in detail. But before we begin, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on notifications to receive weekly doses of life-improving advice. Number 1. Don't get tangled up in their battles. Narcissists thrive on strife, turmoil, high emotions, and someone to act as a punching bag for their deep-seated self-hatred and guilt. They often view their targets as emotional punching bags, and they know how to deliver a powerful punch. But what if you refuse to engage with them or push back? What if you give them a blank look instead of reacting emotionally to their verbal assaults, criticisms, or projections? Guess what? They'll go nuts. Their garbage has nowhere to go, and without a target for their dangerous emotions, they'll feel powerless. By refusing to stoop to their level, you're not an easy target. The narcissist can't influence, manipulate, or control you, which is a good thing. Number 2. Show no interest in their theatrics. Have you ever encountered someone so engrossed in their manufactured dramas, rumors, and conflicts that you just wanted to shake them back to reality? Well, that's the life of a narcissist. They hunger for attention, power dynamics, and control, and they use various forms of manipulation to sway your thinking. But what if you reveal that you're apathetic towards them? What if you demonstrate that their delusions hold no sway over your feelings, thoughts, or actions? Imagine the confusion on their faces when they realize how unimportant they are in your life. Think about how frustrated they'll feel when they can't control or influence you any longer. When you're busy leading your life, being productive, happy, and tending to your own affairs, they'll lose their composure because they no longer hold power over you. So, prove that you're not interested in their theatrics, their influence over you, or any other projections they try to hurl your way. Number 3. Confront them publicly. Narcissists are masters at using manipulative tactics to deceive others, make themselves appear superior, and conceal their incompetence. But what if you confront them publicly? What if you expose their lies, exaggerations, or shortcomings in front of their colleagues? Picture the terror in their eyes as you pose a direct question that forces them to reveal their true nature. Imagine their annoyance when you highlight their flaws or errors in plain view of everyone. By doing so, you're taking away their control over you and unveiling their true selves. They won't be able to deceive you or anyone else anymore because their true nature is now visible to all. Don't shy away from confronting them in public, revealing their real identity, and informing all that you won't put up with their lies and manipulations. Number 4. Reject their emotions and narrative. What if you refused to believe their lies and exposed their true intentions? What if you rejected their sad tale and refused to be swayed by their tactics? By dismissing their emotions and story, you're sending a clear message. I see through your lies, and I won't allow you to manipulate me. You're demonstrating that you won't tolerate their deceit and you can identify their facade. But how can you achieve that? The next time you come across a narcissist bad-mouthing or defaming someone, support the victim instead. Challenge the narcissist's side of the story and indicate that you won't accept their lies. This approach stops them in their tracks, and they won't know what to do since you no longer play their game. Number 5. Display disgust and scorn towards them. What if you switched the script and treated them with the same disrespect and hatred that they show you? What if you made them feel weak and insignificant? Displaying contempt and disdain for narcissists can be an effective method of retaliation. By reciprocating their behavior, you can demonstrate that you will not be a pushover. You will not permit them to criticize or evaluate you. But how can you achieve this? Begin by refusing to allow them to initiate conversations. Do not permit them to demean or diminish you. Take a stand for yourself and refuse to yield. Inform them that you will not tolerate their narcissistic behavior and that you will not be intimidated. Number 6. Don't take them seriously. What if you stifled a laugh or looked at them like they were crazy? Disregarding them can be a potent method of disempowering their influence. By refusing to acknowledge their narcissistic behavior, you're not giving them the attention and admiration they crave. You're making it clear that their behavior and stories won't impress or impact you. But be wary, they may lose it when they realize that you aren't falling for their embellishments and exaggerations. Number 7. Speak the ugly truth. Narcissists possess a vulnerable self-image and are incredibly manipulative. But what if you started speaking the ugly truth to them? What if you articulated what they need to hear, even if it's not what they want to hear? Speaking the raw truth can be a potent method of demonstrating to narcissists the reality of their actions. When you confront them with unfiltered facts, they might have a complete breakdown. They're not accustomed to hearing the truth, particularly when it contradicts their inflated self-worth. So, summon your courage and tell them what others lack the fortitude to say. Observe their reaction as their head explodes while they come to terms with the truth of their conduct. Number 8. See beyond the facade. Narcissists rely on their fabricated self-image to sustain their ego. But what if you could see beyond their guise? What if you comprehended how delicate, insufficient, and inadequate they genuinely are? Looking past their facade can strip them of their authority. When they realize that you can perceive through their act and that you understand the weakness of their false perception of self, the game is over for them. They recognize that you discern the truth, and they won't be able to maintain their facade. Number 9. Refuse to acknowledge them. Declining to recognize them can be a commanding technique of disempowering a narcissist. By refusing to grant them any attention, you're refusing to feed into their narcissism. This can drive them insane and, in the process, deplete their power. It may not be effortless, but it is worthwhile. Silence can be unsettling, but it's crucial to persevere. Trust me, it's preferable to deal with their manipulative behavior. So, disregard them and observe as their influence dissipates. Number 10. Moving on and letting go. Moving on and letting go means severing all ties on all levels. It means expressing, "You are worth nothing to me now." It means no attention, energy, care, sympathy, or narcissistic favors. It implies no communication of any kind. I know it's not a cooperative effort or a game. I know it's simpler said than done. But believe me, it's achievable, and it's essential for your own well-being. I hope this video has provided you with some value. If it has, please leave a comment and give it a thumbs up to let me know what you've learned. And if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be alerted of new videos throughout the week. If you're interested, I recommend that you check out the link in the description below to receive my free course and other benefits. Remember to appreciate your worth and liberate yourself. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
So everyone, as you all know, an empath is someone who has a heightened ability to sense and feel the emotions of others. On the other hand, a narcissist is someone who has an excessive admiration for themselves to the point where they lack empathy and are often manipulative. Sometimes the empath can find themselves in a toxic relationship with the narcissist, leaving them feeling drained and exhausted. However, there are some bold things that empaths can do to protect themselves from the toxic energy of a narcissist. And I believe you just watched the whole video today, so it's important to understand that an empath can be a powerful force against a narcissist. The empath's ability to sense the emotions of others means that they are able to identify when the narcissist is trying to manipulate them. They can also use their own emotions to push back against the narcissistic behavior. So, okay, one bold thing that an empath can do to a narcissist is to push back when they feel manipulated. They can be in the form of calling out the behavior or standing up for themselves. Often, a narcissist will try to make the empath feel guilty for their emotions or actions. So, by pushing back, the empath is not only standing up for themselves, but also taking away the energy that the narcissist is trying to gain. And another bold thing that an empath can do is to set boundaries. Narcissists thrive on controlling those around them, and the empath can often find themselves being manipulated into doing things that they don't want to do. So by setting boundaries, the empath can take back control of their own life and prevent the narcissist from draining their energy. Okay, sometimes an empath might find themselves in a situation where the narcissist is trying to manipulate them in a public setting. In situations like this, the empath can use their own unique abilities to stop the narcissist in their tracks. The empath can use their heightened sense to pick up on the emotions of those around them and use that information to call out the narcissist's behavior. In some cases, the empath might find that simply cutting ties with the narcissist is the best option. This can be a difficult decision to make, especially if the empath has feelings for the narcissist. However, being in a toxic relationship can take a toll on both the empath's mental and physical health, so by breaking free from the narcissist's hold, the empath can begin to heal and regain their strength. In conclusion, an empath can be a powerful force against a narcissist, and by pushing back, setting boundaries, and using their unique abilities, the empath can protect themselves and prevent the narcissist from draining their energy. While it may be difficult to stand up to a narcissist, the empath must remember that they are not alone and that they have the ability to take control of their own life. By doing both things like this, an empath can protect themselves and regain their strength, and the narcissist is ultimately forced to suffer because they are messing with a powerful empath like you. Well, I think this is it for today's video, guys. If you have anything to say, please don't hesitate to write them down in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel if this is your first time here. Thank you for watching this video, and until next time, have a nice day, everyone.